that.
So wherever that.
Fucking people and shit, like, yeah, it just all comes down to common sense.
Yeah.
Because growing up, like, just everyone, unless you live in, like, by yourself with no connection to the outside world, I guess, but still.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like even animals know that.
Yeah.
You're saying the same thing, like, they know, like, okay, if I jump off this, I'm gonna die or get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't feel like I gotta tell them. I just like the responsibility to tell them, yo, you don't jump off.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it all goes down to me. It's like, do I want to like just talk to these people and like, yo, don't jump off the bridge? So it's like,
yeah.
you know, everyone finds a choice, man.
Yeah.
It's like, because unless you got a gun to your head, you got a choice, right?
Well, even if you do have a gun to your head, you have a
still got
choice.
a choice, right? So
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, it all just comes down to the situation, right?
Yeah.
It's like, if I got a gun in my head and this dude, and he's like, tell me this or give me this, and like, if I like, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll die. It's like, I'll just die right now. So I'm saying, it's like, yeah, I'm just, cause I'm telling you, I'm just trying to think more. So it's just like, I was trying to like, it's like thinking it, but also speaking it, like just finding the right word.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's how I'm gonna read. I gotta read. I'm gonna take like 2 books, cause I know I might finish one. Cause I have today and tomorrow.
Oh.
So.
I have to plan for dance stuff, and
Do you choreograph right now?
what?
Do you choreograph right now?
Actually, I choreograph more in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I think it's just because like I've always had to choreograph in my bedroom, so it's like natural.
It's not really like a bedroom.
What?
It's not really a bedroom though. It's
Okay,
like,
it basically feels like a 1-bedroom apartment, doesn't
it?
it?
Because the mirror too.
What?
The mirror.
Yeah. Also because the mirror. I mean, like, I could see if I could get into a studio, but I do not want to be that extra. I'm having a good time being extra in, like, other subjects. Like, I'm getting back into mythology and, like...
Greek mythology?
Yeah, mostly Greek mythology, like, just because, like, that's the most accessible thing in media is Greek mythology. And once I, like, get tired of Greek mythology, I'll move on to something else. But I'm listening to, like, this podcast called Myth Understood, which is, like, 2 people having conversations about Greek myth, and it's fun. It's cool because there's so many different versions of like myths that it's interesting to hear all the different interpretations and what they decide to say is their, I guess, canon of Greek mythology versus like what
Other
you would go
sources,
find
yeah.
at Barnes and Noble or something like that. It's interesting. And like, Greek myth is literally like...
What are the kind of mythologies?
What?
Kind of like other mythologies and stuff like that. Like,
well, there's the Roman mythology, which like gets mixed in with the Greek a lot because, like, they kind of are the same, like...
Yeah, like, they get mixed up.
They get mixed up because the Romans
Are they
took
really
the
similar?
Greek mythologies, but they Romanized it and they changed the name. Because the whole way that Rome came about is from, like, we'll just do our own episode of the history of Greece and everything in Rome, and like I'll explain it all. Yeah. I'll create an actual like lecture about it, conversation. But know, I don't want to spread any misinformation, so I need to prepare for that. True. Responsible.
See, that's what I'm telling you. Like, that's why I want to like just pre-write the shit, just so we can read up on it for a bit and just make sure, like, you know, because I don't want you don't want to look like an idiot.
Yeah. But
is that it? Just Greek and Roman?
Well, there's also Norse mythology which is where like Odin and Loki and Thor come from. There's Egyptian mythology. And then like, I don't know if this is like me being a little bit insensitive, but like I think like all religion is like mythology to me, which is like, I have a lot of respect for mythology, which is why I group mythology and religion in the same category to me, because to me they're all stories and lessons, not to be taken literally, but like have some grain of truth, but like it's more about the lesson and the content more than like.
Yeah, that's why like whenever you look at the Bible, whenever you just thought of the Bible, like I always looked at it and I'm like, yeah, this is something someone wrote as like lessons other people should learn from, but not to be taken literally. And someone else wrote it, so someone else could have written their own like values into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Like who knows if that's where like the where homosexuality, the sin part came from?
Yeah.
Just because whoever wrote it just thought that.
Yeah. Or
Right.
whoever interpreted
Right.
it. See, religion has like a lot of good practical like elements to it, but and like I really wish that I could, I guess, buy into that whole like, I guess, Apple.
Yeah.
But and like other than the whole like belief, like I can get behind, I think. But like it's weird. I like don't like talking about religion just because like I feel like mine is such, I look at it as from such a like objective point of view, and it's such a like personal thing to a lot of people that like when you do try and like talk about it objectively, they can't.
Yeah. So like my parents were Catholic, and I grew up going to church every week, but I never really paid attention. Like I got some, but I never really paid attention. And then I was like, what's the like I just say that I don't believe or disbelieve just because you never really know. You know? Like, cause God could be some like guy in all white in the sky, right?
He could.
But he can also be anything else.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why like I never say I'm not like, I'm completely atheist. That's why it's always like kind of a bitch thing to say. We're in the middle, but
well, okay.
I didn't really know without seeing.
Yeah, see, for me, like, I'm like, you can't, there's not enough proof that God exists or that he doesn't exist.
Exactly.
There's not enough proof. And, like, I am very, like, aware that there are higher powers, like, above me that are just stronger influences than me that I'll never have, like, true control.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm saying, like, that's why I believe there's some sort of higher power. There's someone, something. Like, just, it might just be an entity.
Maybe it's just, like, not a magical thing. Maybe it's just culture. Maybe culture is God in a way, because culture is the society values and, like, the individuals, like, I guess, reinforce societal values and the cultural values. So in that way, even though you can have like the like figurehead of God or of gods, It's really just the society reinforcing
those
morals.
Yes, I can see that. There's no face. I mean, I guess you got Jesus, but...
Because, okay, if you think about it, regardless of whether you have religion or not in a culture, you still have a hierarchy of values that are being reinforced by the group.
Yeah. That's why, that's cool. Like, yeah, that's why I could also say, too, the homosexuality part, where it's like, that society, those people are just like, okay, we're gonna, like, because we believe this, we're gonna incorporate into the religion, the society, and this.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because there's so many religious people that are just against it. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, honestly, like, I believe if, like, you're just raised without that mindset, you're just not gonna believe it naturally. You're not gonna be, like, homophobic.
Yeah.
Because, like, I honestly, I can't remember how, but, like, I don't want to say anything, but, like, when I was younger, my first experience, I didn't trip out about it. Not like me, but, like, my first time seeing it.
Yeah.
It was like, I didn't trip out about it. I just saw it and I was just like, alright. I don't know if it was because I was a little kid, but from that point, like I was never homophobic, but just because in my, like, household where I grew up, that was never anything ever spoken about.
Yeah.
Never, like, ever. And, like, that's how it should be. And, that's why, like it all goes back into, as time goes on, a lot of those different kinds of values that have been taught for, like, generations, they're gonna die out.
Yeah. See, like, it's really hard for me to, like, I guess, see, like, people, like, gay people being treated, like, less than, because, like, I've never encountered that. Like, I'm not a gay person, like, and, like, I don't have to deal with any of that issues, and so, like, I obviously don't experience that myself, but, like, even when, like, I'm around people who are, like, I've never been in a situation that I can remember where they've been treated less than because of, like, who they were. And I think that's just because of where, like, I live and where I've been. Because, like, California is...
Yeah, but, like, because I still know a lot of people that, like, I went to high school, but they just straight didn't have gay people.
Yeah.
You see, like, I never saw the problem, like that's what I don't get that. It's just, like, finding something to hate on just because it's different. And it's like, why not just accept everything as it is? Well, not just accept everything as it is, but accept everyone as they are.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, because you can't, at a certain point, you can't change them anymore.
No.
They're just who they are.
Yeah.
And there's,
any belief, whether it's a false belief or not, is a belief. Descartes. I'm pretty sure. I think so. I'm pretty sure he was the guy who talked about, like, there could be a fake demon following you around, like, making you think your entire world is real when it's actually not.
yeah.
And then he was like, well, regardless, like, I still believe that it's real, so therefore, in a way, it is real. And then, like, I think, therefore, I am.
It's crazy. So that's we use the whole reality things as well.
Yeah. And it goes back, okay, I always think of, like, you know, in Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, that scene where it's Captain Jack Sparrow and what's his face? Will Smith? No, fuck.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Yeah, it's just Will Turner. Anything,
Will
right?
Turner, yeah.
Will Smith.
Hello. Cool. So yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. So the scene with the Captain Jack Sparrow and Will Turner, where Jack puts Will like over the ocean with the like sail thing, and he's like, okay, you have two choices, like what a man believes or like what he chooses not to believe, and like you can either choose to believe it or choose not to believe it, but it doesn't really matter. And like, I don't know, I just like always think about that. And then like there's always like, I always see this gif of this, it's like Holly from Dance Moms, and she's like, okay, I'll let you have your wrong opinion. And I'm like, for some reason I just love that gif, because I'm like, yes, please let me have my wrong opinion, and then please argue with me so I can like, you know, change it.
It's okay. Opinions are always opinions.
Yeah, but opinions also change, like. But I think people are scared of changing opinions.
Yeah.
You know what that means? It's time to take a break. Damn, right? If we were famous or well off, we would have sponsors and commercials.